As a part of the first episode of my offshoring video series, I'll start by talking about the knowledge services space and the key trends that are likely to shape up in 2022. So the first key trend I want to talk to you about is the rise in demand. 2021 was a robust year for the industry and 2022 is likely to be no different. I expect the demand to only rise in the year ahead. This is driven by two key aspects. First, accelerated changes in technology, business, and consumer preferences. And two, meteoric rise in the quantum of digital data that's being generated. Both these drivers in turn mean that companies need to spend a lot more time, effort, and money in understanding what's going on in their business environment. The second trend I want to talk to you about is increased funding and M&A activity. In fact, as we kicked off 2022, we saw two key funding deals. We saw Fractal raising about $350 million and the math company raising $50 million just a few days ago. I expect the funding activity to amplify in the year ahead. In fact, increase in funding activity will in turn drive increased M&A activity where smaller and niche companies will get acquired by some of the large service providers. The third trend I want to talk to you about is increased prominence of product and platforms. Some of the larger companies are going to invest significantly more effort, time, and money in building products and platforms. Product is an attempt by large companies to reduce the turnaround time they offer to clients as well as increase their profitability by productizing the work that they do. Second, on the platform side, it's as much about customer experience as it is about building IP. And I think both these trends are likely to continue in the year ahead. Trend 4 is no surprise. It's really about how AI and automation will be the key themes going into 2022 as well. While AI is a much abused word where it has many different connotations for many different people, the fact remains that both automation and AI will be key focus areas, not just for clients, but for service providers as well. They are aimed at doing three things. One, solving for the talent shortage, increasing work efficiency, and third, helping get more insight from the same data. The fifth and probably the most significant supply side trend I want to talk to you about is talent crunch. In 2021, we saw pockets of talent shortage. In 2022, this is going to be severely amplified. In fact, war for talent will be the new normal. What's causing this? Two factors according to me. The great resignation wave and two, probably more importantly, previously the talent pool circulated within the knowledge services industry. So people will move from one company to the other. But today, there are a lot more companies and industries competing for the same talent pool, whether it's on the startup side, whether it's on the cloud side, e-commerce, startups, and so on. So further amplifying the talent shortage in the industry. The sixth trend is really an offshoot of what's happening because of the talent crunch. It talks about how freelancers and contractors are going to be more accepted and widely used in the industry. If I were to plot out freelancers and contractors as a percentage of a company's total workforce, they would probably be at an all-time high in the KPO history. And the reason behind this is the talent crunch. So the last trend I want to talk to you about is the rise of the ecosystem. In the last couple of years, number of fringe players, whether it's industry publications and magazines, whether it's tool providers, or whether it's training institutes, have mushroomed. These players in turn have amplified the performance of the industry and support. In 2022, we're going to see this further amplified. In fact, companies that look to do everything in-house from training, sourcing tools to building products will actually leverage a much larger ecosystem out there. This means great opportunity for the industry players as well as for people supporting the industry.